What's up, guys? The Color Doom here. I certainly hope you guys are all well, and I certainly hope that your weekend has gone phenomenally, and I hope that your character does pick up to a minimum. Today on Monster Monday, we're going to go over the Bullywug. One of the reasons for this, I know I've been doing some mount-based, videos recently, and I will go back to that, of course, kind of covering other mounts that we can use. However, one of the things I wanted to go over is actually a funny story associated with this monster here. I just kind of want to go over the Bullywug because it's one of the things, maybe an interesting additional player race as well. And I will share the story with you at the very end here. So the Bullywug, life as a Bullywug is nasty, brutish, and wet. These frog-headed amphibious humanoids must stay constantly moist. So obviously swamps, whatever. It'd be kind of bad to see a Bullywug in a desert. Foul aristocracy, Bullywugs consider themselves the right and proper rulers of the swamps. They're the Hicks and stuff like that, they breed with their cousins. It's kind of a great thing. Just kidding. Oh, y'all are there, just kidding. Unruly diplomacy, Bullywugs love nothing more than lording over those who trespass on their territories. Their warriors attempt to capture intruders rather than simply slaying them. I think that's kind of cool, because I feel like in the way the Bullywugs kind of take on an Aztecian view with that, so I feel like they could, I think a rainforest version of these Bullywugs would be amazing. Just basically rip off of the Aztec culture, give them some really bright colors, give them maybe a poison breath or something. That'd be amazing. Just simple, taking a monster and running with it and expanding on it could definitely be an amazing and rewarding artistic experience. Amphibian allies, Bullywugs speak a language that allows them to communicate over large areas by croaking like frogs. News of intruders or other events in the swamp spread within minutes across the crew communication system. Simple concepts and language are understandable to frogs and toads. Bullywugs uses the capability to form strong bonds with giant frogs, which they train as guardians and hunters. I think that'd be really cool to have, like a giant frog. Obviously Naruto rip-off if you want. Be playing like a rogue or something like that, and you take Bullywug as one of your languages, and you befriend a frog, and there you go. So kind of go over the stats of the Bullywugs here. They can be equipped with hide armor and a shield, armor class 15. So it's not horrible. I feel like Bullywugs can be an amazing, level 1 and 2 challenge rating, especially if you have a set of 5 or 6 of them. They're 1/4 of challenge rating, so I guess it really depends. The challenge rating has always kind of confused me just because of the fact of, how one-directionalized it can be. You either get completely molested or you completely destroy your enemy. There's not really an in-between. That I've seen so far, obviously. It might just be limited to what I've seen. Hit points 11 or 2d8 plus 2. So they can be formidable. They can take 2 or 3, take 2 or 3 rounds to take down a Bullywug if it's just you versus him, Speed 20 feet, swim 40 feet. Obviously swim faster than they walk. Strength 12, Dex 12, Con 13, Intelligence 7, Wisdom 10, Charisma 7. So I feel like they have a stat array that can actually play along with the usable as a player race. The thing about that being obviously is they do have some limitations. Their skills are Stealth plus 3, Passive Perception 10, Language Bullywug. Amphibious, Bullywugs can breathe air and water, speak with the frogs and toads. Bullywugs can communicate simple concepts to frogs, toads when speaking in Bullywug. Swamp Camouflage, the Bullywug has advantage on dexterity stealth checks made to hide in a swampy region. Obviously, you're going to play a ranger with favorite terrain swamp if you're playing a Bullywug. Standing Leap, the Bullywug's long jump is 20 feet and its high jump is up to 10 feet with or without a running start. Multi-attack, the Bullywug makes 2 melee attacks, one with its bite and one with its spear. So I don't know. I've never been super intimidated by a frog bite, but if you get a frog this big, I'd be kind of scared, I guess. Bite, plus 3 to hit. Reach 5 feet. One target hit 3, or 1d4 plus 1, bludgeoning damage. As a level 1 or 2 character, that could be kind of messed up, where it just bites you and there goes, a 4th of your health or something like that. Especially if you're playing a wizard, Well, spear, melee or ranged weapon attack, plus 3 to hit, reach 5 or range 20 to 60, depending if you want to throw it or not. Hit 4 damage, 1d6 plus 4, one or the other. Piercing damage, or 5 or 1d8 plus 1 piercing damage if used with 2 hands to make a melee attack. Bullywugs can be brutal, especially for low-level parties. And I think even with higher level parties, if you get more than say 8 of these things, then it's on, you know? I mean, a party of 3 level 5 adventurers, you know, if you get to that point where it's like, okay, you know, you could probably drop one of these in one hit when you're at level 5. But I mean, if they like, you know, it's a good thing they don't have pack tactics. That'd be messed up. Like a Bullywug with pack tactics. Jesus. Bullywug Ranger with a toad follower. That'd be kind of funny. The toad sage. Ooh. Anyway, so the story I was gonna tell you guys, we came across some Bullywugs, and it was kind of funny because my rogue snuck up behind the Bullywugs, took his 10 feet of string out of his bag, threw it over a tree, and grabbed the other end, and snuck up behind a Bullywug, and you know, made a noose loop, and in one foul swoop, grabbed everything that made that Bullywug a man within that loop, tightened it, and yanked on the string. And in that moment, the frog did not croak. He screamed. You never hear a frog scream? Well, frog screamed for obvious reasons. And it was it's an interesting thing because in this campaign, that's one of 3 times I've done that to somebody. So it's kind of become a habit for my character to do when the opportunity presents itself. I mean, as horrible and as vulgar as you might say it is, I feel like it's an interesting thing where the character sometimes doesn't take battle as seriously as in situations like this, where he's like, you know, I mean, I know you can get some, you know, it's like, I know you can eat frog legs, but can you use these for, you know, alchemy or something like that? I don't know. Either way, so we went over the Bullywug today. Like I said, these things obviously, like a lot of those quarter challenge rating creatures, once you get more than like 8 or 10 of them, they can definitely be a pain in the butt. Otherwise, we will be going back to our mounts. I believe I'm probably going to be covering the Bullet next Monday. So it's been a pleasure to assist you guys this evening, and I certainly hope you guys have all enjoyed the video. Obviously, we have a spell of the week coming up. If you have any suggestions, don't be afraid to leave them down in the comment. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know, tell your friends. Expand on this channel. We'll start getting into really some good community discussions. Otherwise, you guys take it easy. This is Celtic Doom.